In this video, we will show you how to replace your headlamp bulb on this 2009 Dodge Dakota. The headlamp bulb will be located behind your headlamp assembly. Let's get started. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. To remove the headlamp assembly from the body of the vehicle, make sure the hood's up, and we'll make our way right over here. To remove this bolt, we'll use a 10mm socket. Let's continue on. Underneath the headlamp, you're going to find two more 10mm headed bolts. One over here, and one a little bit more towards the corner of the headlamp assembly. Let's remove the pair. Now we can carefully grab onto that headlamp assembly. We're going to give it a little wiggle and start pulling it away from the vehicle straight forward. Keep in mind, we do still have wiring harnesses attached to the back. Along the back side, we'll continue on to disconnecting those wiring harnesses. For the headlamp bulb, you're going to find that you have a red locking tab that you need to gently pry out of its locked position. Once you have the locking tab pulled away, continue on to this area right here. You can squeeze this in and pull off the wiring harness. Every time you disconnect a wiring harness, you want to make sure that you give it a quick check. If you see any corrosion, it needs to be dealt with. That one looks fine. We'll set it aside. With that off of there, we'll continue on to removing the bulb from the back side of this. We'll turn this counterclockwise and remove it. Once you have the bulb out of there, you want to make sure you inspect for the gasket. Go ahead and remove that if it's stuck to the headlamp assembly. And there it is, friends. Okay, friends, it's time for the installation of our headlamp bulb. Let's take this and slide it in place on the back of the headlamp assembly. You want to line up the tabs and then turn it clockwise to lock it into position. Once you feel as though you have it in there, give it a wiggle to make sure it's completely secure. We'll continue on with the wiring harness. Once you push this in and listen for a click, make sure you lock it in with the red locking tab. Let's slide this into position, making sure that we align our alignment tabs as we press it in. Put the wiring up and behind there. Now we can start in each of our three mounting bolts. It's important to make sure that you start all of them in before you tighten any of them. Now that they're started, snug them up. Now that the vehicle's back together, let's test the lamp functionality. Perfect.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.